necessary from the enterprise. We serve because we have a basic service and the enhanced service. We define the enhanced service. For example,
what do stakeholders want? First, I would like to bring in the government as a stakeholder. The government wants publicity in the region. The government wants publicity in the region about the social cause. That is, that they have spent money and it should reach as an advertising mechanism for the government. Then second one is the agenda of Incubator or trust areas of Incubator should be in line with the manifesto of the ruling government. So this is the government.
That's great. With Govt, when I was addressing this with my incubators, we used to make sure we had success stories in the paper, the newspaper, once a month. Actually helped drag entrepreneurs in, is what government wanted. And changing thrust areas since the bombings, security. I'd imagine that's a very important thrust area that's come up in India.
Hi, we have interestingly 3 countries represented in our table, and all of them are almost the same view that government is funding those incubators. The topmost priority for the government is to provide employment generation, and it's also to take the ideas from the mind to the market,
22 minutes.
and also provide entrepreneurial training to the people in the rural area, so that they can able to take care of the innovation for their employment.
This already recorded
All these things are going
another
to
camera.
create quality of life for the people
and you continue to
make the economy stronger.
Where another memory card is?
They're good ones.
Memory card is.
now I mean,
incubation
is this
takes,
morning
when you get into it,
left is
incubation
okay.
takes time
And then I
to
will
create
copy it to my computer
sizable
and then is it
numbers of jobs. Just a reality. So how you address that, you can't say, well, government, wait for 10 years before I can give you great numbers about it. That doesn't work. How I addressed it was stories in the paper. So the same sort of thing. It's actually getting that back to government. Any comments back up here? Further back in the room.
The government want balanced regional growth. They don't want one region to grow faster and another to do. So the regions where it's not growing, they try to set up a TBI by funding, and they want it to grow that region also. The other one is they want to see that the resources which they have provided are being used properly and it reaches to the people for which it's being provided.
Yeah, they're all points. There's actually the resources used properly. There's a slide that will address that. But again, think of how you've got to be a bit cynical. You're helping. Governments want to win elections. They want jobs. You've got to actually think in that way. Balanced regional growth, yes. I've got to digest that a bit in my head. Oh, we have government.
See, what government is essentially looking for is through the help of incubator, revitalizing the local economy. That means more entrepreneurs, more startups, more jobs, more wealth creation, more prosperity. So that is the objective.
How do you want, and all of this takes time.
Yeah.
So how do you want your incubators to demonstrate that to you and to the political system here?
See, it only depends upon the success stories.
The success
stories of the entrepreneurs. So that will be and the training program is the starting point.
Yeah. Look at when I first